Welcome to 54 Golf. I want to start off today's show with...
He is that even keel guy. Nothing's going to bother him. He plays well in the Ryder Cup.
The majors are always the best opportunity to answer that question.
As far as the pros, they should be able to hit that shot. We don't hit the ball as good as them.
You're right in the fact that he's an absolute superstar. And he's just like running to a car to get a granola bar.
Welcome to 54 Golf. I want to shout out every single continent who subscribes to this show really quick, because we received our kind of recap for the last year and it listed our top 12 countries, and I'm pretty certain the top 6 are all on different continents. The United States, shout out. Australia, yes. The United Kingdom, we love you. Chile, bienvenidos. Not sure what that means.
That's
Malaysia.
Good Nidos. Yes.
Good Nidos.
Yeah.
Malaysia, we love you. And South Africa, shout out. And that is 6 continents. We need you, scientists in Antarctica, to be the first golf podcast to have subscribers on all 7 continents.
Let's go.
Tell you what, we play up that veteran angle. Half the people down there are Air Force anyway, so.
Or penguins. We could do the penguin angle as well.
Yeah. They don't get service. They're like Cheech.
This is truly gone from like the smallest nothingness podcast to now literally global. Thank you to you guys. You guys are awesome. I think our following of LIV Golf and our love for the LIV Golf League. And so that's mostly where this global connection comes from. And on this episode, we are going to do the one show that nobody ever thought that we would do. What is the worst thing about the LIV Golf League? Now,
wait, I thought it was we're not wearing pants. Man, like, I got to read the show, doc.
Next episode. That's called the tease. A little early on in the show. Yeah, so I just, we certainly have our share of, as Austin has found out, our share of the uglies on social media who spend their days searching for our content to be negative about. And we also get the occasional, you can never say anything bad about this. This is not true. I don't feel like it's true, but we're dedicating an entire episode now to the things we dislike about the league. And it may only be a 30-second show. I have no idea.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, nobody's perfect unless we're talking about Austin's smile. And then that's it. That's about it.
Love it. Well, we're going to let the new guy start.
That's you, okay. Austin.
LIV Golf is based on team golf, right? That's where we would probably start it with. My gripe is I want to see more team golf side of things. I kind of mentioned it before when we were talking about the Ryder Cup. I would like, and I'm always if you have a problem, have a solution. So my solution would be you have your 3 days of singles, and come Sunday, it's team golf, and it's just team golf. I understand they want to play less golf, but I would rather see 2v2s on 1 week, and then you're going to see the next round that they play is going to be like a 4-ball. So I'd like to see some sort of setup in that aspect.
I 100% agree with you on the league needs more team golf. I 100% agree with you. I'm just going to criticize your solution really quickly. Do you think that having a team only event on Sunday would diminish the individual result from Saturday, the individual championship?
Yes.
I do not, because your individual of your first 3 days are for hopefully soon points to go to rankings. It's going to have an individual champion every single time. They're going to get their own allotted points for those reasons as well. I don't see it taking that away. I feel like, because I try to think about a couple different scenarios. Do you play team golf for 2 days, the first 2 days, and then but you can't, because you really need those 3 days for the singles to get their reps in, because they're still competing in majors. They're still competing in the DP World Tour. So they still have to have that real life feel of playing 3 days of golf. Going up against by yourself, you need that. So I don't think it would diminish Saturday.
Okay, so then I'll go to the next angle. Is it worth the risk for LIV to have no one watch on Sunday because no one cares about the teams?
Absolutely. This whole entire LIV Golf is a risk. They took the
I think that's
biggest risk right there.
Answer the question.
Is it a risk for them?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course it is.
Well, I'm just saying, well, everything's a risk. I got out of bed this morning.
All of what they did was a risk. It could have completely flopped, but here we are.
100%.
Year after year at this point in time. So, yes, it is a risk. It absolutely is.
I'm not sure.
Viewing for it, though.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that, I'm not going to speak for the league, but I'm going to say that the league probably doesn't need to have a random accounts on social media post that 485,000 people watched on Fox John Rahm win the individual championship, and 1,000 people watched on FS1 when the Crushers won the team championship. And that would, I feel like that would significantly injure their attempt to make team golf their thing by playing it on the last day. It just, I hear you that we need to have more team golf. I agree with that. That is probably the biggest gripe, number one, for anyone who has criticism for the league outside of political and, social reasons.
But we're not going to get into that.
And we don't do that here on this show. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just too big of a risk. I like what you're saying. Could you do it in reverse? Could you play the team event first and then the individual event after? Yeah, day one.
Yes, I mean, you absolutely could. You could do it any way you want to look at it.
I actually like that idea better because you allow the first day, which, I mean, in all honesty, most people don't watch. The stronger numbers are on the weekend, right? So the first day you have the team golf and you can play up that team mentality and the team golf vibe of looking to psych out other people, put people, make people uncomfortable, do whatever you need to do. You strategize those chess moves, right? Friday. And over time you build, I mean, we're still in these infancy stages. When people talk about fandoms right now, we're talking about franchises that are 100 years old or 50 years old, right? If you're a Yankees fan, there's a lot of baseball teams that are over 100 years old. So like we're just in this infancy stages of developing fandoms for these sports. Yes, people can kind of put in, but I am not nearly a fan of the Crushers as much as I am a fan of the Eagles, right? It takes time. You develop that, you mature that love and that fervor for that team.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. But you're going to have to develop that over time. Okay.
I will not have the show hijacked. I will not have the show hijacked.
Shut up. All right. No, just keep bringing it up then. No, but you see what I'm saying, right? Doing that on Friday, and then you're not risking.
Well, Thursday, because you need to play 54 holes.
Right.
You need to play 54 individual holes.
And then you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday as an individual. Like, for a lot of guys, some guys really get ahead on that first day, right? And for some guys, this might be that thing that they need to start performing at a higher level come Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think we got something here.
I do.
Submit a formal request.
I love it. I love the idea. I think it's a great idea. I've thought about this team situation a million times, and I was going to come on here and tell you the worst thing about LIV Golf is that they don't lean into the team golf enough. And then I was going to say, no, but then I was going to say they, just like every other golf league and organization, nobody has a clue how their points system works. Like, you can't follow it as it happens. It just is impossible. The fractional points, where are they in the standings? How did John Rahm win the league championship without winning a single event? Like, all of these things factor into confusion for the average regular fan. And now adding in, why does the 8th place team get a point when none of their players got a point in the individual standings? Like, these types of things are just, to the average person, they just sound silly. And we already have a sports model that's similar to LIV Golf, that LIV Golf is kind of taken under. It's trying to bring golf into the F1 world.
Is it
It's not TGL. Into, they're trying to bring F1, these global events, these sponsored franchises,
because when I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's what I want to watch. People narrowly escaping death in a really fast car. That's what I want. First thing.
I like all that.
They certainly don't have, the golf will never have the excitement that F1 has. We will agree with that. But the idea of teams and an individual competition running simultaneously, which happens in F1, can happen on the golf course, but just keep the points the same. Why are the points different for the teams and the players? Just award points to the teams based on their players' points finishes. It's so simple, and it would be twice the amount of time that you would get to see John Rahm gets points for his team every single week. Joaquin Niemann does not get points for Torquay every single week. This makes sense to regular people. Like, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? So just, if we're going to keep it, it's simultaneous. We're not going to separate team and individual. Stick with the top 24 and ties. That's what LIV does for their individual points each week. Those points add up throughout the year to get that individual championship. do the same thing with the teams. It's so simple. It's just like if the Majestics never get a point, then they never get a point. Like that's it. Period. Like, and you'll see the difference in the teams that have deeper rosters. They go 4 deep, just like you see it in F1. There are plenty of F1 teams that have one good racer and one terrible racer, and
is
they're
this
never
is this
in
what
contention.
you paid the TA to do a research plan on for the last few seasons of LIV? And now we're
shout
gonna
out
do.
those people.
Now you're all gonna have to sit here for a PowerPoint presentation. Buckle up. Don't skip this pod.
You have points. Just keep the points the same. Just tell me that Caleb Surratt earned 7.66 points this week, and it will help me understand the individual standings and the teams and the team standings. And on top of that, so we fix the points part. Then quit with who finished first, second, or third in the team every week. The league isn't set up that way. The team competition is a 13-week playoff, or seeding is a 13-week seeding for the 14th for the 14th event. It's what it is. It's how they have it set up already. The 14th event is the most important event for team golf outside of the Ryder Cup, President's Cup, the established team golf things. It's the most important team event that LIV has by a mile and a half. But they always talk about which team is winning this week, or which team is going to try to get into 3rd place this week, or 5th place, or they earned their first point of the year. Like, stop that. Just lean into it's 13 weeks of accumulating points so you can seed yourself properly so that you can win the team championship at the end of the year. So easy.
I love it.
So easy.
I'm on board with
now.
that.
So, I mean, the league isn't going to like to hear this, but
no, they'll definitely skip this one.
Yeah, they're probably not tuning into this one, but that's okay. You got anything else besides the team aspect that's the worst?
So we've gone over the team aspect, right? And the point system is kind of convoluted, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably one of the worst things is, in this political climate, the people that gave a lot of money, just so much money as an investment into this sport. It gives plenty of small-minded and probably also small-penised people out in the world cause to bitch about it. So, we're figuring out the team part and we're figuring out the points part, but one thing we're not going to escape, because we can't really fix it, we're funded by PIF.
There's so many ways to
Did you not want me to say that?
No, we have to say it. I mean, you have to say it. We're the title of the episode is literally what is the worst thing about the LIV Golf League? And, for a lot of people, that is easily the worst thing. And it doesn't stop at golf. It's boxing, it's UFC, it's
I was going to lean on that
flag
as well.
football,
ginormous organization.
You don't see a lot of folks up in arms when the Volkswagen commercial comes on during the PGA Championship or the Masters.
Or when you go to pop a Bayer aspirin, and Bayer started in its infancy funded by the regime.
So let's be fair. Germany has moved on. They are no longer as far as I know, and I don't know a lot about Germany, but as far as I know, they are not marching people to chambers. And Saudi Arabia and a lot of the Middle East countries are trying their best to modernize their world as well. And the things that that they've focused on to do that is to connect with the modern world through sports. You cannot deny that. This is it's their plan. It's obvious. You watched UFC 321 today. It was in Abu Dhabi. They are attempting to change the way people think about their culture, their country, their wealth. They obviously have only been trying to change this for a very brief period of time. And I think when we can't see it because it's happening now, but if you could talk to somebody from 200 years from now, this sports washing.
It's not just that, though. I mean, when LIV gets money, right, it's not just paying these professional golfers millions of dollars. It's also guys that work in marketing and sales and stuff like that, giving them health care, letting them provide for their families so their little girl can have dance lessons and stuff like that. There's so many more people involved that have careers and building lives because of this as well.
There's thousands of people that are making this thing turn.
For sure.
from every country that's setting up, that every single country that's setting up their golf tournaments, that's getting them ready for everything. They're helping out on a global scale.
And I think, like, just kind of bringing it back to how can they have a better image without having a better image? You know what I mean? Without
That's the only
having a
answer. Yeah.
without having a better image. Like, they have to show the modern world that they are attempting to modernize. They have to, take what they have the most of, which is money, and invest that money into positive things around the world. This is in their Vision 2030. I mean, it's like literally written in it. Like, we're going to invest in these things and it's going to modernize our nation. And you can only do that by changing the image. There's no other way to do it, right? Like, you can only use what you have, which is money and resources, to invest in things that will change your image. Well, it had to go
about
here.
3 knuckles deep at this point.
It had to go here. We have been doing this show for far too. We started, I'll say this, episode 1, first 2 minutes. This is exactly what we talked about. We brought it right to the beginning and said that all human rights violations are human rights violations, whether they're done by the United States of America, Saudi Arabia, Germany. So don't bring that to our show, because they're all wrong. No one's supporting that. But you can support, I mean, there are people who support that. No one on this show is supporting that.
No, but the people that don't like our show definitely support that. So
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Now who do you pick? Is it us or is it them? Am I right?
They do. Yes, they do. You're exactly right. But you can support a person that you know who's trying to change their image, a group of people that you know that are trying to change their image, or people that you've never met in your life, putting their resources behind something that will be a positive thing for Earth or other people. Like, you can be supportive of that.
Or if you're Aaron, you just move from team to team year after year because you're soft and you just can't stand on your own 2 feet
until they get this team thing figured out. I've been a lifelong Legion fan. I mean,
lies.
Pretty tough out.
The people know. The people.
What an episode. I mean,
yeah. Are we pivoting from there, or are we just going to get
there's no. That is the brick wall that we ran straight into.
Make great choices.
That felt great.
The next time you're walking down the street, make sure you tell that other person, "Hey, you're doing great."
I couldn't agree with that more. Like, let's just be a little more positive to other people.
Are you kidding me? Aaron doesn't believe that whatsoever. Last time we had breakfast together, he told me I can't tell if people are real or not. So, what if none of this matters? Are you real? I don't know. If you ask me, I don't know. I could tell you if you're real or not. Those guys,
cocaine is a hell
Bloody
of a drug.
Marys over there. I was like, what happened? Did you take PCP before we sat down? Jesus Christ!
Aaron,
I'm trying to drink my coffee and eat my
all
bacon.
Your live stories, they were all about like doing good things in the past couple of days. So you were just, putting the steps down, paving the way.
Somebody has to be a reason. If I'm the only actual person who exists, as I've maybe
we can't get into this conversation. I had this conversation with you 17 years ago. We cannot have this conversation on here.
Yeah.
We'll do it with
still rattling around in his head like the thing in a spray can.
Is it a real place?
If there was ever a moment where Victor Hovland would be listening to this show and wants to come on, I know
Victor Hovland
right here. Vic,
come on.
Let's talk about it.
This was awesome. Let's tease out a couple things. We are planning to put together a golf event, and we want you guys to be.
We're putting this out there now. All right.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. we want you guys to be a part of it, and so we might as well tease it a little bit. That's what we have kind of.
To be honest, it doesn't happen without them.
It can't happen without them. Agreed. We play golf together all the time. We don't need to give it a name and put up, an Instagram ad about our golf. But if you guys want to play with us, we'll get you some more information on that in the coming days. And then 26 around the corner, we have done a lot of 54 centered things like LIV Golf, meaning the 54, meaning LIV. Not as many golf things. So 54 golf. So we're going to focus a little more in 2026 on actual us on the golf course. I've gotten into YouTube golf more this year and watched how horrific some of these other golf shows are at the actual game. And so
It's surprising
because he works from home now.
I do work from home.
He's not working in a hospital. He's working from home.
And I do get to have YouTube on all the time and get to see some of the really, really big names in the golf social media space who do not have the biggest games. This is not a call out or a challenge or anything like that. I'm just saying we can suck just as badly on camera, and so we may as well.
Listen, man, I was young. I needed the money. Wait, talking about golf.
No,
All
no,
right.
no. That's what we were talking about. Okay. I think we've done enough talking. Wrap it up.
Thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, hit the bell in the corner so you get notifications when we're posting on all of our social medias, on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Let us know in the comments what you think. Give us a reason.
This
Do
one's
you have a
gonna
better
have
reason?
Get ready.
comments.
No,
This
we
one's
wanna
gonna
hear
get some comments.
better reasons. Better reasons. Better reasons.
I am willing to put down a sizable chunk that this is our most commented on episode by a landslide.
Yeah, like $53 that we made in the last 6 months.
Medexpress.co.
Yes. They're trying to help your golf game on and off the course.
Let's get the fuck out of here.